Hey YouTube, it's Justin the Junkie. How the fuck are you guys doing today?
16 in the clip and 1 in the hole. Nate Dogg is about to make some bodies turn cold. Now they dropping and yelling, it's a tad bit late. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate.
So today is the much anticipated air versus electric thing for the Patreon January tool of the month. Now what we have here, I'm just going to give you guys a brief overview of what this thing is. This is the Ingersoll Rand, W5300 series. This is the 3/8 version. It's 20 volt lithium ion power, I guess, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But what we're trying to figure out is it better to have air or electric? I already kind of have my preference. It kind of depends on what you're doing. I think I'm going to call it light duty work. That would be like automotive type stuff. Dirt bikes, lawnmowers, kind of a light duty type job. Electric is going to be just fine. When you get into heavy, let's call it heavy industry, diesel type work, equipment, maintenance, that type of stuff, I just don't think that electric surpasses air yet as far as power delivery and constant not having to charge the fucking batteries. This thing would work great if if it's just an alternator bolt, you know that it's not torqued to fucking 300 foot-pounds and it's going to be alright. So anyway, what you get with this kit, I forget what kit number this is. Yeah, W 5330K-12. It's the 3/8 angle impact tool with 2 batteries. Okay, the Ingersoll Rand charger is actually really nice. Oh, look at this. It has a USB plug on it here. The Ingersoll Rand charger kind of beeps at you and does all this weird stuff. And it does come in this nice blow molded case. I would suggest just to throw the blow molded case away, but that's just me. It comes with, 2 batteries and all that stuff. So let's talk about the specs. This is supposed to be 180 foot-pounds of breakaway torque, and I would say it probably torques to 130. We're going to figure all that out today. And then what we're going to do is we're going to torque some bolts up to 180 foot-pounds. See if this fucking thing will remove them. I don't think it's going to go well for this thing. A lot of people said that it's weak sauce. I don't feel like it's totally weak sauced. We do have a full battery, so we'll try that. And what we were comparing it to is basically this proto version of the Air. It's basically the same thing, okay? I do believe this is made by Ingersoll Rand for Proto, Mac, everybody. The Ingersoll Rand protective boot fits on here very easy. Well, not very easy. It took me a lot of time to get it on there. But anyway, these I absolutely love. I prefer these over an impact or over a air ratchet, just because it gives me, working on big trucks, I need to impact shit apart. So that's what I was like, and this, this head design is a little bit thicker than like a ratchet, but for, I think maybe not 90%, but I bet 50% of the stuff on automotive, you could get this in there. I don't know. I don't work on cars. But anyway, well, I do like brakes and stuff, but not fucking, I'm not fucking, every day in this shit out here. But anyway, let's take a look at this thing. We'll see what it kind of does. We'll run through it real quick and go from there. Then we'll give it a junkie score at the end, and we'll see what it's got going on. The first test here is I'm just going to kind of see what this thing torques bolts to. Yeah, fuck. Kind of to see what we got here. Now I'm using this is a fine thread bolt just because I can get a little more torque out of it. But anyway, we'll see what this thing runs it down to here. Alright, now what we want to do is kind of turn this on till we feel that this is starting to move, and then we're going to check it. So it started to move at about 129 pounds. I thought somewhere into 130 to 150 range is what it would run a bolt on there too. Now let's check air. Now I have it hooked up to my whip here. I like these whips. As you can tell, I run high volume here. You know, we got a lot of power. Ooh. All right. All right. 138. It starts to move. Now, somewhere in that 140 foot-pounds is kind of what it puts a bolt onto tight. So, you know, this one also has, you can dial the power down. So now let's run this out here, and we will torque these. So now let's torque these to 180 and kind of see what we got here. Okay, we are torqued to 180.3. Alrighty, now what we're going to try first is this Ingersoll Rand electric one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it on there just to see if it will take this. I'm using 13/16 socket. And get it up here. Alrighty, it takes it off, but it takes quite a while to do that. So we'll just run this back in. So it did kind of take off 180 there. Again, now we'll see if the air does it fast. Because really, in the flat rate system, you want speed. Okay, 180.1. So what we're running into here is we're not moving it. So this one does not want to take it off at 180. We're hammering. Okay, so what that is the gun is stopping, so we're pretty much at stall. Alright, we're going to double check this just to make sure we're not at like fucking 200 foot-pounds. Okay, there's 180. Let's see if we can try it again here. No. So we know that they kind of bullshitted us on 180 foot-pounds. So what I'm going to do is just take this loose. Okay, and we are going to start at 160 and see if we can get it to torque at 160. Okay, there's 161. I think it's good enough for what we got to do here. Alright, we'll try the air first. Fucking weak sauce here. No. Ingersoll Rand electric at 160. Ingersoll Rand at 160, better than the air gun. Well, now we got the socket on there. Alrighty, so 160. and the air one did not want to take it off. Now let's go to 170 here. 170 right on the dot. Let's try 170 here. Okay, 170 it didn't. So this gun is good for, let's say, 160 to 165, somewhere in there. Alrighty, now we got that. We'll try the air gun here. No, it's not moving the anvil. Well, here we go. Now we're getting air built up. We're going to try it with full blow to air. What we're getting is like torque stall there. So, like, I'm going to let the air build up for a second, but just brief overview. I don't think that they're too far off on what this gun can really do. It is a brushed DC motor, or whatever you want to call it. Yes, this thing is made in China, which I don't know where this one is made. It's definitely not Converse, Georgia. I'm sure that this is a Taiwan or Chinese piece. But this Ingersoll Rand is made in China, so that's a little funky. One thing that I did notice about this one is this has a grease port in it that you could shoot grease in the side. This has no grease port in it. It's sealed. So what you have to do is take off these torques on the top here and I guess put grease in it. So that's that. Let's see if we got enough air here, and we'll try this one more time. No. So in this case, the electric beat the air by our little handy dandy torque meter here. I know it's not the most professional way, but hey, fuck it. It is what it is. So let's move over here. I'll give you guys a score on this thing. Talk about kind of some of the features that I do like and stuff like that. And then we'll go ahead and give this thing away. Alrighty, here on the Ingersoll Rand, this gun, as far as my junkie score, I adjusted it to, 10 fire emojis is, top of the scale, and, the other ones. I am going to give this a solid 6.5 fire emojis, okay? This is what I like. I don't like that it's made in China, but we got to get over that shit. That's just part of life. I like their low-profile battery design here. I don't like the Ingersoll Rand impacts because they're at that weird fucking 30-degree angle. I don't really like that. But for this, I like this design because it gives you a lower profile. Okay, now Ingersoll Rand, this is pretty well balanced with how the battery is here. It doesn't hurt your hand. This thing is a little top-heavy just because there's no mass out here. But this thing works pretty good. I would go for this over an air ratchet. Look around. Milwaukee sells them, but I heard that they were totally weak sauce, garbage, no good. But this one, it's a pretty good tool. It's probably not the greatest tool out there, but in certain situations, I think this thing would work over like a big, long electric impact or air impact. I think bolts up to 1/2 inch. This thing, 1/2 inch, 9/16 headed bolts, not a problem with this thing. You could use this all day. We really don't know how long the batteries last, but I would say a good half a day. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, that's really all I got on this thing. So, summary, air beat, electric beat air. Shocking to me. I didn't think it would do that from the beginning, but oh well, fuck it. So, anyway, I think the most important thing is people want me to give this thing away. So, thanks to one of our viewers, sent me this bingo ball thing. And what I have is everybody that's a Patreon that played this month. Now what's going to happen is that I'm going to keep this thing, and then as people add to it, There's 2 people out this month. They are the ones that did not, or that won in December, so they, you know, that they're out for January, just so people can't, you know, keep winning. It's the same person all the time. So how this thing works is we want to mix up the bingo balls, you know, and you know, we have 51 guys in this month, so you have a 1 in 51 chance of winning, or actually 1 in 49 because we're -2. But anyway, let's roll this thing around and we'll go forward and see what we got. Whoa, shit. Alright, this was the first ball that came out because I got kind of excited and it flew fast. Alrighty. Person number 24. Okay, is who won it. I-24. This was the first one that flew out. That is Caitlin Riker from Tucson, Arizona. So, Caitlin, this thing is coming your way. And the funny thing is she's the one that sent the bingo ball thing. But anyway, Caitlin, you're going to there. Second. So, anyway, Caitlin, congratulations on your tools. I will get this mailed out to you right away. But like always, guys, go check out the Patreon account if you want to be involved in these tool raffles. We're trying to do a whole bunch of stuff, and I'll show you a preview of what we got next month. So this is a bonus item for the $1 and $5 guys next month. These guys, you guys don't know, MD Lee 52 paid for this for his own money and sent this to me, and he wants me to give it away to my Patreons. So this is coming up in February. This is going to be a bonus item. But like always, check out the Patreon account. Check out snaponjunkie.com. Purchase your hoodies and t-shirts. Check out Facebook, Instagram, all that jazz. And like always, thanks for watching. I gotta fucking go.